all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you? Down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always in lines, the street news. Baby girl, don't be confused.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, a good one in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Has it all teed up. And here we go at Mile High. Sims now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
He'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Nix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Well, I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
That's one you watch the next day, and as a quarterback, you want that throwback. Quarterbacks are perfectionists, and when it's caught just out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just 1 play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Again, a run with Pollard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's see what they're down on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready.
First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
That is simple. Nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 23-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5.
Bombers. Ready.
Throwing here, Nix. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has his man. It stops. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Get to Harvey here from the pistol. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
At the 43-yard
Move
line.
the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hold on, set. Ready.
First and 10. It's Harvey. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Kill. Hold on, set.
First down, and they go right back to it. Now he's past the 25. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Huddle. Captain. Ready. I aim it. Joe. Away. Oh.
From the red zone on first. That one connects. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Out wide, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ty Zentner, the one to kick it away. And the fair catch made here at the 15.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. He needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We got 2nd and 4. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out with a 2nd and 3. It's Nix out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Motion.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 19-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Sometimes just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
They give it to him again. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. And it's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Broncos go with a dime look here on 3rd down. And we'll play action here. It's McCarthy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Harvey once more. Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos with a chance to add to their lead. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Here's Nix. And it's at the screen here. It's Harvey. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos are racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings, nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Sending him on the dime. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. The afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
He was brought down by Savion Jones. It's third down. Third and 9.
Here he goes, third and long. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he works this down to the 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. Now it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. He'll throw it. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Success in that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready? 70 Lions! Go!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, my son!
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Bombers. Oh, my son!
Nix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have it as he reports the 1st interception of his young career.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. backfield, and they give it to him. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
Ready up.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Right up the gut. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Okay, ready.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and punch it in. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Ready, set.
Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal.
Set up. 70 Lions.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hold on, set. Pull that. Ready. Ready.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. He's going deep. And they pick him off again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Move slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. It's Harvey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Pass him on the quick hitter. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. It's Nix down to the pistol. It's caught at the 4. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos so likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Half the 60. Half the 60.
They'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd and long for him here. Complete out to the right. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. McCarthy to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
One of the tight ends motioning left. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at the 4th down now after that sack.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
It's Harvick straight ahead. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos looking like they'll start this season with a win. 2nd and 3 now.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, my son. To the right. To the 12. On the team.
Giving this to Harvey. A lot of space ahead. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Get the Harvey here from the pistol. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Hold on, son.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Ready, my son.
He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.